Hey guys, it's Monday. Look at this. Look at my fucking shirt, man. You know, I try to be the dapper plumber. I'm fucking covered in egg yolk, man. Fucking bought a sausage, egg, and cheese croissant. And the first fucking bite was like fucking chicken diarrhea shooting out all over the place, all over me, man. So I go in and I tell the guy, I was like, hey, dude, he's kind of like the soup Nazi, this guy. What do you want? He's kind of grumpy, you know. But anyways, I had to tell him, man, hey, dude, cook the fucking eggs a little more. I don't need to have to go home and change, you know, after I have breakfast. Fucking. I'm covered, man. They fucking get all put together. Shit. Some days, man, it's not. What's today? What day is it? I thought it was Monday. It's Wednesday. Alright, guys. Not sure what I'm going to do today. I may spend the day in the wood shop, depending on what's happening. I've got some jobs hanging out there, but they're the little nitpicking, you know, shit I really don't want to get into. It's time consuming. The fucking homeowner's gonna be in the shower with me, you know. Nothing like somebody's breath on the back of your neck when you're trying to work, man. Helicoptering, I think they call it. I just turn around and give him a dirty look and say, back off. I'm a Democrat. I'm kidding. Yeah, here we go. So I've got my remote on today. Wearing my remote for my camera. And I've had it for a while. I just never use it, but we'll see how it works out. It's pretty quick. I want to see what kind of range it has, because sometimes I forget to turn the camera off when and that's where we get these long pauses where you're like looking at a tile and a half of a handle on a shower valve or something for like 5 minutes. I'm gonna try to cut that out. I absolutely do zero editing, and I apologize. I don't mean to waste your time, but editing is, I just don't have it in me, man. I just don't have it in me. My daughter's wonderful at this shit. He's 9 now, actually. My 9-year-old grandson, he'd probably tell me, step aside, Grandpa. Let me show you how to do this. Kid started his own YouTube channel without his mom knowing, if you can imagine that. Playing Minecraft. And he's got about 500 subscribers. And he doesn't say anything. All he does is play the game. But he's a brainiac, man. Kid's a genius. And so attentive. He's like a sponge. He hears something. He says words that are just incredible. It's not like he just heard a word and he's, you know, it's always in context and fitting for what he's trying to say. And he's just an amazing kid. My other grandson is 17 now, over 6 feet, and he's just laid back, man. He's an old soul. He's a great kid, and I love them both, man. They're the world to me, and my daughter. Anyways, I don't know how I got from chicken diarrhea to my grandkids, but yeah, I think they call it ADD or OCPD, or I don't know, man. It's too much of that shit out there. See ya. Alright, guys, so I just got my first call. So much for the wood shop today. lady called me. She's right around the corner. I just wolfed down a wet sausage, egg, and cheese croissant. Yep, dripping. And then I ate a blueberry muffin. And if history reveals anything, I'm gonna get to this lady's house and have to dump. But I got the porta-john in the back. I got a do not disturb sign for the back door for those homeowners who come out fucking searching for you. You can hear them going through your truck while you're out there in the back trying to take a dump. You know, you're speeding it up. Gets ugly, man. It's tough out here. It ain't a fucking easy thing, man. Anyways, this lady just called me. She's got a stoppage in her kitchen. Said her garbage disposal's not working. She may need a new garbage disposal, and maybe it's been seized up for a couple of months or years, and she's just been that thing will fill up with shit and it won't drain. So maybe that's what's going on. We'll see when we get there. Slum Landlord Plumbing, can I help you? You've got an issue at your condos, whatever they are. The county has condemned the places unless you fix them. So what needs to be done? You've got 40 items that need to be taken care of. All right, I'm gonna have to, I'm in my truck right now, but I'm gonna have to give you a call back because I have to write a lot of stuff down. But what's your name, sir? Sharif? What's your last name? Sharif. No, I said, what's your last name? Sharif. Your last name is your first name, too? Yeah. So you're Sharif. All right, listen, I'm gonna call you back in a little while. I'll get a list and see if I can help you out. You know, we specialize in working for slum landlords. We're uninsured, unlicensed. We do shit, you know, we just hack shit together, try to save you some money, and you know, we're good at it. We're good at doing shitty work, you know what I'm saying? It sounds kind of funny, but yeah, we don't give a fuck about anybody, people, humanity, you know, just, we're on the same page, bro. How many units do you have? 40? Holy shit, Sharif. That's a lot, man. All right, I'm looking forward to meeting you. Sounds like we could have a great working relationship. Yeah, we'll take care of you, man. I'll give you a call back in about an hour. All right, thank you. Bye-bye, Sharif. You guys didn't know. You guys didn't know that I have two businesses. I have John Phillips Plumbing, which is a legitimate business, and then I also have Slum Landlord Plumbing. And you know, that's when we go into the traps, crack houses, you know, duct tape a fucking crack in a cast iron line, you know, screw a fucking screw with a washer in it on a fucking leaky water heater, shit like that, you know. But it's not bad, man. I don't know. I think my rate's like $29 an hour, and mostly cash. It's not bad, man. Anyways, let me get to this next job as John Phillips Plumbing. It's a nice place. A little nicer than the slum I'm going to be heading towards. Guys, that was all a joke. That was me, my struggling comedian about Sharif. Yeah. Let's see if these people are home. All right, so I'm here to, she's got a kitchen sink stoppage. She just called me. Luckily, I was right around the corner, so I can help her out. Okay, they're both stopped up. How old is this house, ma'am?
I'm not 100% sure, but probably 20 or 30 years.
Really, that old?
Yeah.
Wow. All right, you already have a plunger.
Yeah.
Can I show? Do you know how to use a plunger properly on a kitchen sink?
I think so, but you can show me.
Did you put this in here?
No.
All right. If you put this in here to hold that water in, take your plunger, which looks like a pretty good one. Whoa!
It's okay.
I wasn't holding it enough. Wow, I'm sorry about that, man.
It's okay.
I usually don't. I'm usually the only one who bathes in the sewer water.
These clothes are dirty anyway. But yeah, we put some asparagus ends in the garbage disposal.
Yeah, they're very stringy. The asparagus is a no-no when it comes to garbage disposal.
Okay.
Let me
Now we know.
2 channels just starting to do good. So.
Oh, good, excellent.
Anyways, guys, I got the plunger that I designed, and what it does is it actually pulls the stoppage backwards. And away goes troubles down the drain.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, yay.
That works great. You know, when you plunge, what happens is you've got a stoppage.
Yes.
It's balled up somewhere.
Right.
And what you need to do is dislodge it, pull it backwards, and then give it a good whoosh.
Right.
And that's what this tool does.
Oh.
It does.
But a normal plunger doesn't do that?
Well, this does it, but just not enough.
Right. Can we use the garbage disposal, or should we not use it anymore?
No, you can use it. You just need to really slow feed it and use lots of water. Yeah. Before and after.
Before and after. Because I always run it while I'm using it. But usually just put very small scraps in there, and somebody did the asparagus yesterday by mistake.
Was it raw or cooked?
Raw.
Yeah, see, that's even tougher.
Really?
The cooked stuff would... I'm going to fill both of these bowls up and let it dump.
Okay.
But, yeah, because this is new on the market, it's going to be $500.
For that?
No, for the service call.
Oh, okay.
I'm kidding. You're like, what the hell?
Really? It's like that.
Get the hell out of my house before I call the cops.
Like, I just plumbers were expensive.
See the suction on that?
Oh, yeah, that's amazing. And you just made that yourself?
Yeah, I made it about 5, 6, maybe 10 years ago.
That's awesome.
I planned on going on, I wanted to go on Shark Tank.
Yeah, really.
But, I don't want to get abused by them guys, but this is a great tool.
Did
you see how it just works.
Did you patent the design?
I went and taught. I have lots of tools. I've designed probably 30 specialty tools, and I went and talked to a patent attorney, and it's just so expensive. Yeah. And then to have the tooling like this is made out of stuff you can buy off the shelf.
Right.
So to make it so that somebody won't look at it and say, well, hell, I can make that. To have the mold made for injection molding, it's just too expensive. It's not something I want to get into.
Yeah. That's why
I don't want to be a manufacturer. That's why you go there, I guess. They take care of all of that. But.
Well, so your place is called Phillips. Or
John Phillips.
John Phillips. So that's your last name, okay.
Yeah, there's a Phillips Plumbing.
Oh, okay.
And unfortunately, they take a lot of my business.
Really?
People are calling looking for me, and they say, "Oh, John died." They had a guy that worked there. His name was John, but it wasn't John Phillips.
God. So they honestly thought it was their John.
Yeah, and they tell people that I died, and actually I was diagnosed with leukemia.
Oh my gosh!
And had a bone marrow transplant. So people think, wow, he must have died from it.
Oh my God!
But yeah, it's kind of scummy. But
How long ago did you have the transplant?
In 2017, I just celebrated 6 years post-transplant.
Congratulations! That's wonderful.
Yeah,
wonderful.
it's huge.
Yeah, because I called the number you were recommended in Nextdoor.
Yeah.
You know, that
app,
that social media app.
Yep.
And several people recommended you.
Oh,
so
yeah.
That's good.
I like your shirt.
Oh, thank you.
Peace.
Peace, man.
Are you part of the liberal women's group?
No. Where's the liberal women's group?
Well, I had a sign on the back of my truck. Because I'm not a big fan of Donald Trump.
Good.
And so anyways, a woman took a picture of it, and she pulled up next to me, and I thought she was going to give me an earful, because I get a lot of that.
Sure, around here, I'm sure.
Yeah. Anyways, she said, I love your sign, and I'm going to post it on a liberal women's group website, and I've been getting a lot of calls, but yeah, he's not a big, I'm not a big fan of that guy.
Well, some of the, whatever party you're with, the shenanigans he pulled, nobody should endorse, even the Republicans.
I just say they need to find better role models.
Exactly. And a lot of violence is happening now. I was just reading an article about some state candidate for Nevada Senate who lost, the Republican.
Oh, yeah, it's
and
crazy.
then he hired a couple of people to go around and shoot up the houses of all the Democratic lawmakers.
Yeah, it's crazy. See, it's backed up.
Fortunately, nobody was killed.
Well, it was just a little slow. I got to look at how this is piped. If it's got an end outlet waste, usually that happens, but you don't. They did a good job. They put 2 traps on there.
Good.
You get it.
Okay.
It's no big deal. The good thing is you're going to get away half price.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because it's, I can't justify, if I come in here with a plunger and say,
Well, it's a really good plunger that you designed.
Yeah, but still, can't charge that much for it.
Are you still recording?
Yeah.
Okay. You might want to edit out all that political stuff.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Do you keep that in?
Yeah, oh, yeah. I let them know. These people are pretty vocal, so I have my point of view, and I'm not ashamed.
Okay.
And that's
My mother's afraid down here sometimes, she's driving around, and she's a little old lady, so she doesn't go real fast, and people honk at her, and she's like, somebody's going to shoot at me one day. That's what she's afraid of.
It's a little scary. Yeah. To my YouTube viewers, you just, some of you guys, I get the let's go Brandon guys, which I just tell them we have way more in common than our political differences.
Exactly.
And,
And anyway, it's all focusing on people and not issues.
Right.
Forget who the people are for a moment. What are the issues that are most important?
Well, that new Congress.
Yeah.
What did they pass the first 3? I love Hakeem Jeffries.
Oh, yeah.
He, amazing.
I'm not very happy. All right.
Yeah, I think you're good. I do want to just fill this other side up.
Okay.
See if this works in there. So I've gotten some requests for this plunger.
Is this the only one you have, or have you made one?
Yeah, it's the prototype.
Okay.
But it works great.
Yeah, sure.
The only thing is, I've noticed that, you know, you need 2 hands to actually pull it up.
Oh, I see.
If you need the good thing is that when you're on the upstroke like this, it's actually sucking that cap down.
Oh, okay.
On this side. But when you go to push it,
right,
you got to hold that thing down.
Right, right.
Either that or the homeowner may get splashed with sewer water.
That's going fine.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Okay, ma'am.
All right.
You're all
Thank you
set.
so much. That's wonderful. That was easier than I thought it would be.
Yeah, it could have been. I'm glad it wasn't a tough one because it's a high roof and
Yeah.
sometimes you got to get it from the roof. I probably,
Oh gosh,
because
you're
of this,
kidding.
the height of this building, I would have definitely tried to get it through the
Oh my
underneath
God.
the sink, but that gets pretty nasty.
Do you take checks?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's all. I take cash or check, so it's going to be 75, ma'am.
Okay. No problem.
Hey guys, so I just cleared this lady's stoppage. For you people out there who are offended by the politics, I apologize, but you know, it's a reality in our country and we need to talk about it. You know what I mean? I understand some places people want to go and they want to leave that behind. I get it. You don't want to sit there and talk politics at a baseball game or a football game. But she was a very nice lady and she got my number off of one of those next door apps, you know, where I did a job for somebody and they recommended me on that. And so I got the job. But the plunger that I invented, and I'll be honest, that I find that with some of the tools that I've come up with, I'm not the first guy to think of them. Even though it was a totally conceived from my imagination, unfortunately, with all the people in this world, somebody may have been there before you know, on the same track, thinking the same way. So I'm not into getting the old patents and going into tool manufacturing. It's just way more than I want to do, but that's a great tool. Someday I will tear it apart on camera and show you guys how to make your own. It's all plumbing. It's all shit you probably have on your truck, but it'll pull a stoppage back 18 inches. You know what I mean? It really dislodges that stoppage, and then you give it the old fucking 1-2 and away goes troubles down the drain, man. I hope you enjoyed this. I'm gonna try to limit the politics for you guys who are uncomfortable with it. I get it, but that was an easy call. You know, I'll tell you what I do with my business. I get $100 an hour, which a lot of, you know, I actually was going to raise my price to $125 at the first of the year, but I kept it at $100, and I've been doing $50 trip charge. So if I go to your house for an hour, up to an hour, it's $150, man. And most service calls, you know, quick jobs, I can get in and out of there in a half hour, 45 minutes. And so that adds up. And the trip charge, and with the price of fuel and, you know, maintenance on a vehicle, that just that works for me. I know every area you're kind of limited by what I mean, I'm happy with what I charge, but other areas, you know, there's like a market limit, you know, like some parameters in which you work in, highs and lows. And that's pretty much what we have down here. There aren't too many companies over charging more than $125 per hour here in Sarasota. A lot of them, you know, the bigger companies get really creative with additional fees and stuff like that, so it gets up there. I mean, I'm just a small company, and I try to give the people a good deal. Like that job right there, it definitely would have cost her probably a couple $100 if she called somebody else. And if you got a guy in a truck who's just working for a company, he doesn't have that power to say, hey, I'm going to give you a discount, you know, because it was a simple job. So he's going to hit her for that trip charge and a full hour. Minimum 1 hour, that's what I charge. It's a minimum 1 hour and a $50 trip charge. So anyways, that's going to do it for this video. The slum landlord thing was another shot at humor for me. Sharif, I didn't mean to offend you if you're out there. And yeah, have a great day, guys. See ya. Sarasota Gate and Access. There's a lot of them. Gated communities, and I'll tell you, they're hard to get in. They're hard to work in. A lot of them, the maps are all messed up because Google can't get in there and trace them. They got to do it by camera or